Welcome to Conversations with a Wounded Healer. I'm your host, Sarah Bueno. I'm a psychotherapist, teacher, consultant, and most importantly, a wounded healer living and working in Chicago, Illinois. On this show, I interview folks in a variety of healing professions, and we discuss the intersectional journey of healing self while caring for others. We're not just focused on individual healing, but also healing on the collective level from white supremacy, late-stage capitalism, and the patriarchy. Thanks for joining us. Hello, wounded healers. How's January been treating you? Has it been okay? I've been doing all right, still taking it a little slow. My horoscope this year was talking a lot about the Mars retrograde and the Mercury retrograde that we started 2023 with. And it was saying that we should be kind of slow and intentional. And if you're listening to this right around the time it is released, we will have moved out of both the Mars retrograde and the Mercury retrograde. But apparently it takes a little bit of time for them to right themselves. I'm not sure. I'm not an astrologer, but I always seem to be in tune with it. So I try to pay attention and recognize if I'm not feeling what I would consider to be my best self at any given time, that there's something more collective that's going on. It's not necessarily just an individual issue. So I don't know about you, but that makes me feel a little bit better about what might be happening inside of me. So again, just to remind you, we're just doing little shorties for January, taking a little break, and then we'll come back full force in February and have some really exciting things down the pike. So what I wanted to talk about today was just a little bit about what I am looking forward to in 2023, some intentions that I'm trying to set for myself, and I want to share with you in case they are of support to you as well, and also a little accountability for me. So any of my friends who listen to this, which most of them don't, but if you know me and you want to check in and see how my stuff is going, you can. So the first thing that I intend to do this year is have a better relationship with my body. I really torture my body sometimes in this, either I overwork it, overextend it, and I'm going past my limits. I'm going to be 44 in a matter of weeks at this point. And the body changes as it ages. And that is, I mentally and emotionally absolutely adore being in my 40s. Physically, we'll see. Jury's still out on the first 4 years. But, so sometimes I overwork myself. Sometimes I unfortunately punish my body with things that I don't think really suit it in terms of what I'm consuming. So I want to have a better relationship. I want to listen more to what my body is asking for. I'm really funny when it comes to food and drinks and stuff. I do the same thing every day. I could eat and drink the same exact thing every day for the rest of my life, probably, and I would be fine. Usually there comes a time where I will stop being able to consume something and I'll never have it again. But most of the time, I've been having the same smoothie for breakfast for, I think, 7 years, maybe even more now. 7 years. I have a chai, I have a smoothie, and then I either have a bagel or I have an egg. That's what I do every morning. So I'm doing pretty good on the breakfast front, but the Diet Cokes, a lot of sugar, so I'm just thinking, and it's not necessarily about losing weight. It's really just about, I know my body wants something different. So I'm here to tell you, I am working to cultivate a different relationship with my body. And one of the ways I'm doing that is by reading. And I wish I had the book right in front of me, but there's a new book that I'm reading. I think it's called Body Liberation or something like that, by two female identified folks who, one of them is a dietitian and one of them is a therapist. And so they're working really helping people create a new body story and therefore a new relationship with how we want to treat our bodies, instead of thinking about diet and exercise and looking from that frame about what wellness is, really kind of cultivating this internal relationship. So we'll see. Check in with me in a while. We'll see how it goes. What I'm really excited about this year is I've decided to take a course with Resmaa Menakem. And I'm going to look it up right here so that I can tell you what it is in case anybody else wants to join me. So he's having a Foundations in Somatic Abolitionism. That's a hard title to say. Foundations in Somatic Abolitionism. He's having that course. I think it's happening once a month for the entire year. And that is for white people. I think that's a 4-day. No, it's for white people. It's a 3-day experience. For bodies of culture, which is what he calls people of color, I think it's just a 1-day training. So I am doing that. And then if you do that piece, you can also sign up for reparative communal consultation. So they're having that both for white and white-bodied people and bodies of culture / people of color. So if anybody else is interested in joining me in that, I'm super excited. Rayell's going to do it with me. My BFF, Sarah Suzuki, is going to do it with me. We're really delighted to get to learn directly from Resmaa and the people around Resmaa. So if you haven't heard of Resmaa Menakem, definitely go check him out. He wrote My Grandmother's Hands, and I think his new book is called Quaking in America, or The Quaking of America. And he's just a cool dude and really speaks the truth when it comes to liberation and anti-racism work. So that's kind of what I am looking towards this year. Also, within my new business, Head Heart Business Therapy, I am offering wounded healer groups for both leaders of group practices and individual folks. So we're going to put our little promo in so you can hear more details about that. And otherwise, that's all I got for you. Thanks so much. I'm really excited to share a new offering with you all. Wounded Healers as Leaders is a support and working collective for group therapy practice owners who want to lead from the heart while building a thriving ethical business and step into conscious leadership with courage. Running a group practice is challenging both practically and emotionally. There's absolutely no way to know everything about running a therapy practice. And even though you may be a solo boss, to run a practice, do it well, and maintain your mental health is nearly impossible to do alone. Meetings will be held twice a month, with one meeting dedicated to the logistics of running a practice, while the second monthly meeting will be structured as a support group for the emotional components of carrying a business on your shoulders. This group might be for you if you're a group therapy practice owner with 1 to 5 years experience and less than 15 employees. For more details and to register, visit tinyurl.com/woundedhealerleaders. That's tinyurl.com/woundedhealerleaders. While Wounded Healers as Leaders is focused on group practice owners, Wounded Healer virtual groups are for individual mental health practitioners. I'll be offering our third round of Wounded Healer virtual groups starting February 2023. In our lifetime, it's never been more challenging to be a mental health professional. And as Wounded Healers, we are called to attend to our own recovery and transformation in order to support the healing of others. Just listen to what past participants have shared about what made this group special to them. The community, the individual members, and the group as a whole, the dedicated, intentional time to come together and connect in an authentic way. The group sharing and the chakra teachings, Sarah's humor and support. Feeling less alone in some of the professional struggles I'm feeling. The community aspect. It's great to be with others in the industry and receive their feedback and support. Wounded Healers virtual groups will meet for 8 weeks, Monday evenings on Zoom starting February 6, 2023. For pricing and information and to register, visit www.tinyurl.com/woundedhealersvg-3. That's tinyurl.com/woundedhealersvg-3. Thanks as always to Andrea Klunder and the Creative Imposter Studios for editing, to Liam O'Donnell for our album art, and to Ben Mueller for our theme music. You can find out more information at www.headheartbiztherapy.com. Until next time, bye-bye.